I'm Dragon. Yesterday I dreamed 2 dreams in Dalat. Last night I dreamed again, but last night was the best in my opinion. At the beginning of the story, me and my mother and my family took a 16 Seat car. When we arrived in DL, the air was so fresh and cold. But what I realized is that gravity is very different in Dalat than in the city. Gravity in DL is just jumping up to be able to fly very far. One day when my family rented a hotel to stay, it was very cold. I asked everyone to go outside to go around, and there was only one car parked there. The road there is rocky, the road is very long, and in front of it is the zoo. There are elephants, there are monkeys. There are all animals. When I jumped there, I was flying very high. Suddenly the wind carried me to the car. The owner of the car saw this and asked me, "Are you okay? Have you had any injuries? Is there any?" And I said again, "I'm fine, I'm not hurt. I thank you, uncle." Moments later the owner of the car came out, picked me up, and I said goodbye to him because I was going with my family and leaving him forever. After saying hello, I immediately jumped up and flew to everyone. When everyone was about to get in the car and go to another place, I waved to the owner of the car in a friendly manner. When going to another place, it is a long road without stones, with houses and doors, with many motorbikes and cars. That evening, my family and I also went up that high pass. My feet and I are very tired. Suddenly I jumped up and said to my grandmother, "Grandma, gravity is so low, isn't it? But compared to the city, I can't jump up and fly like DL, Grandma." My grandmother said, "Yes, it is possible to do so in Dalat, but not in the city." I jumped up and flew uncontrollably. I tried to cling to 1 to 2 motorbikes. I was able to stop, and everyone was very reassured. When I was almost back to the hotel, I immediately saw my school. I asked everyone's permission to go in there to ask you guys. People gave, and when I walked in, my class was like a party. There are a lot of my friends here, and I talked and asked Nakhan, my best friend, that, "How are you? Do you miss me or not? I can't tell if this is a dream or not, but if it's a dream, I'll say goodbye to you. Because I know that, somehow, my mother will wake me up." When it came to my second best friend, Kalak, I also said the same words as Nakhan earlier. "If this is true, I can give you a precious gift. But if this is a dream, I can't." I walked out of the school and continued with everyone, came to an alley. My family was very large, so there was a motorbike taxi driver that could not pass. Everyone tried to avoid the motorbike taxi so that he could pass. When he passed, he said thank you to everyone. In my opinion, that motorbike taxi driver had an order to go urgently, so he thanked him so much. When I got back to the hotel, I saw an old preschool of mine. I was very happy when I saw it. I also asked everyone to let me go to that school to talk to you. In it, I could also see my friend from elementary school from earlier. I think these friends are also studying at this preschool. So they came to visit. I entered the school. All my friends from the past were here. And there were 4 students from elementary school came in, the first 2 students. I was sitting too far away, so I didn't notice me. The other 2 were sitting right next to me. A friend named Min Nguyen, my third best friend, said, "Oh, Army, how are you?" I nodded and ended the dream as soon as I nodded.